Now, the Intermines First Aid and Safety Competition is an annual event organized by the Ghana Chamber of Mines and whose purpose is to educate the citizenry on basic first aid tips as well as foster consciousness of safety in their everyday lives. Now, the event is held in collaboration with the Minerals Commission and St. John Ambulance Ghana. This year's event is themed Safety, Our Collective Responsibility. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Zone 3 edition of the 2024 Intermines First Aid and Safety Competition. Now, the competing teams comprise Precious Ghana Company Limited, which is the host company, Newmont Ghana Gold Limited, Asante Gold Chirano Mine, Asanko Gold Mine, and Anglo Gold Ashanti and Obuasi Mine. Ladies and gentlemen, the practical session of this call was held last week, Saturday at Ayam Free Methodist School Park in the central region of the Republic of Ghana. The results are as follows. Now, Precious Mining Ghana Limited had a score of 53.5. Newmont Ghana Gold Limited had a score of 42.5. Asante Gold Chirano Mine, 49.0. Asanko Gold Mine, 40.5. And Primus is Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine with a whopping 54.5. Here are the excerpts of the competition.
Precious Mines will remain, and then the rest you go for quarantine. Your casualty injured is left index finger.
Hello, Emergency Services. My name is Jason Antari. Together here with my co-first at the company called Shed, attending to a casualty who is complaining of pain in the mouth and swelling.
The casualty is a driver who is suffering from reddening of both eyes.
Hello, my name is Linda.
Your team was called to give first aid to a young man in one of the communities that falls within your catchment area. Demonstrate your first aid skills, but do not transport.
A welder suffered an injury on his left middle finger.
Hello, DMS. This is Marian. It's saying thank you. So some of you go that we are going to do that for a customer.
Display and an open fracture of the left tibia.
Now we are starting the second part of the competition. That is the precious mind.
Activity. These companies further organized a phenomenal essay competition for JHS students in the catchment area of the companies. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the prizes to the contestants who won this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the opportunity of inviting for the presentation of the prizes Ahmed Nyantoma, Director of External Relations and Communication, Ghana Chamber of Mines. Put your hands up. Antoma. So the prizes are now going to be presented to the winners of this fabulous competition organized by the companies in this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we would start with the fourth prize, and the fourth prize consists of a bag and souvenirs. We'll invite Antoinette Kweku, Denchra Jaman, DAJHS, Denchra Jaman, Denchra Jaman, Denchra Jaman. And ladies and gentlemen, the sponsoring company in this particular regard is Precious Mining Ghana Limited. Put your hands together for Precious Mining Ghana Limited. Third prize, Nana Ekuya Ampofua Boateng, Anglo Gold Ashanti School. Anglo Gold Ashanti School, and she takes, again, a bag and souvenirs, sponsored by Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine. The second prize, Afadi Kafuya Jewa, Anglo Gold Ashanti School. And this time we change the caliber of the prize. The prize here is a tablet sponsored by Anglo Gold Ashanti. A tablet honorably sponsored by Anglo Gold Ashanti. Now, the privilege, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation once again being made by Ahmed Nyantoma. First prize, ladies and gentlemen. Nicodemus Ajete Jr. Nicodemus Ajete Jr. New Good Foundation School Complex, ladies and gentlemen, and he takes a prize of a tablet sponsoring company, Precious Mining Ghana Limited. A round of applause for this whole palatable event.
Mining commenced commercial production at Edikan in 2012, and since then, the mine has produced over 2 million ounces of gold. As Perseus Mining's first operation, Edikan marked the beginning of a commitment not only to mining excellence but also to a safe work environment for the workforce, significant community development and support. Edikan Gold Mine, situated in the central region of Ghana, began commercial production in January 2012. This pioneering operation sources gold ore from several open pits and processes it through a centralized facility with the capacity to handle up to 8 million tons of ore annually. This infrastructure ensures efficient and sustainable gold production, contributing substantially to the local economy as stated in our mission to generate material benefits for all our stakeholders in fair and equitable proportions. We believe that people are our greatest asset and accept that all employees, contractors, visitors, and the communities in which we operate have a right to expect prudent and responsible occupational health and safety performance from our activities. In light of this, the company adopted the Safely Home Every Day initiative, which aims to ensure that every employee who comes to work returns home safely.
Hi everyone, I, Daniel Eja Mensah, General Manager Edikan Mine, pledge to inspire the entire Edikan workforce to create and sustain a safe work environment devoid of injury to personnel and damage to property through a change in mindset. I will lead by example, walk the talk, and inspire the site leadership team and the workforce to do same in order to translate to the overall success of PMGLC. Share the life we live. Share the life we live. Share safely home every day.
Hi, my name is Anestiasi Mensah, the HSE manager for Perseus Edikan Mine. I am committed to the safety of all employees on the mine. Shared should not be a slogan. We must walk the talk and then understand that it is our collective responsibility to ensure our own safety, the safety of our colleagues, property, and the environment. We must work together to improve it or make it better for ourselves. Safely home every day should be the goal of every employee on the mine.
Perseus Mining established the Edikan Trust Fund to demonstrate its commitment to the community development. This fund focuses on the development of 5 catchment communities and extends assistance to exploration communities. Each year, Perseus Mining Ghana Limited donates $300,000 to the fund, which supports various projects including the construction of schools.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the main competition. But before the competition starts, I have the pleasure of introducing certain very important personalities who are present here in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Ahmed Nantongma. You understand, the name was first mispronounced. Nantongma is the Director, External Relations and Communication, Ghana Chamber of Mines. Welcome, Mr. Nantongma. Of course, Mr. Nantongma is the one who did the presentation of the prizes to the JHS students. Mr. John Amwenyi is the Deputy Chief Inspector of Mines. Mr. Samuel Ampofo Kwabia is the Senior Assistant Chief Inspector. Desmond Buahini is the Deputy Chief Inspector of Mines, Explosives and Technical. Daniel Eja Mensah, General Manager, Precious Mining Ghana Limited. Jay Aiden, Engineer Manager, Precious Mining Ghana Limited. Joe Steve Annan, Health and Safety Manager, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mines. Justice Nkrumah, Health and Safety Superintendent. Laurentia Boatemaiwa, Manager, Human Resource and Operations, Ghana Chamber of Mines. Welcome all these persons. But there is this committee that was responsible for putting this whole agenda together and making sure that it reaches fruition. The Central Planning Committee, Nana Ando is a member. Emmanuel Atitiati is a member. John Nadumako is a member. Prince Afol is a member. Yaya Chuahine is a member. Thomas Awua, member. William Otibuateng is a member. Pius Kusiewa, member. Isaac Opoku Brobe, member. Albert Amekuji. And last but not least, Pesla and Nimara Usu. Welcome all these members of the planning committee. Now the line up, and I think the competitors are set for action. They sit in pairs, and very quickly I will ask them to introduce themselves.
Insian Free Isaac, Precious Mining Ghana Limited.
Domco Gloria, Amankwa Cecilia, Newmont Ghana Gold Limited.
Abdallah Hudu, Obin Solomon, Asante Gold Shrine Limited. Barry Bassau,
Benoit King Justice, Asanko Gold Ghana Limited.
Alberta Intiakun,
Solomon Owusu Ansa.
Together we are Bis Solo, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mines.
Together, that's such stupendous combination. Well, we love your togetherness. Ladies and gentlemen, now you're set for action. The quiz master is in the chair. The questions are going to flow any moment from now. But certainly, the proceedings here are guided by rules. Now, in this particular compartment of what you know, we would depart from the mainstream agenda. We're not going to deal with bonus questions and major questions and so on. Every contestant is entitled to answer the same number of questions. Equal democratic distribution of questions to all the contestants. Now, so if you fail in your bid at answering the question, it goes down, the quizmaster delivers the answer. Now, you will score 3 points when you succeed in answering the question. Now, the question is supposed to be answered within 10 seconds and no more. You have the opportunity of delivering yourself on 2 occasions. So when the first attempt fails, that is not the end of the world. It's only a First World War. There's a Second World War to come. So 2 chances in each department, on each question. Now, so these basically are the rules that regulate the conduct of proceedings here. And so if you comprehend the rules, but furthermore, I think that I have to indicate that in as much as you sit in pairs, does not give you the audacity to deliver the answer anyhow. Both of you have the right to communicate and to deliver the right answer to the quizmaster for the quizmaster's consideration. You understand? So both of you, for the avoidance of chaos and unnecessary confusion, you do not answer at the same time. You collaborate and deliver from your conference the answer that you have reached. Ladies and gentlemen, these basically are the things that you are supposed to respect in the conduct of the proceedings here. Action stations. Round 1. Question 1. Precious. Gold cyanidation is a hydrometallurgical technique for extracting gold from low-grade ore by converting the gold to water-soluble coordination complex. Now, it is the most commonly used leaching process for gold extraction. History has it that in 1783, Carl William Schell discovered that gold dissolved in aqueous solutions of cyanide. Now, through the work of Bagration, 1844, Elsner, 1846, Faraday, 1847, it was determined that each atom of gold acquired 2 cyanide ions. Now, state what, according to the regulation 22191 of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2182, a person who engages in the procurement, transportation, storage, use, and disposal of cyanide products for gold processing should do.
Okay. So the person shall appoint a responsible person to be in charge of any activity that involves the use of cyanide in the mine site.
Say it again.
So the person shall appoint a responsible person to take charge of any activity that involves the use of cyanide in the mine site.
Well, I'll give you 2. Which one? I think that the crucible of the answer was blown out somehow. All the other portions were good, excellently delivered. But you will appoint a qualified person to be responsible, not a responsible person, qualified. You understand? To be responsible for any activity that involves the cyanide products. Newmont. Now, assessing risk is just one part of the overall process used in control risks in your workplace. Now, identifying hazards by using the risk assessment process is a key element in ensuring the health and safety of your employees and customers. Regulation 221 of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2182 is clear on what is required of a manager of a gold processing plant that uses cyanide. State the provision.
The manager of a gold processing plant shall undertake a baseline risk assessment on. The manager of a gold processing plant shall undertake a baseline risk assessment in certain areas in the mine, such as procurement, storage, use, and transportation of cyanide.
Say it again.
The manager of a gold processing plant shall undertake a baseline risk assessment on hazards, on areas of risk in the mine.
I think I would rather differentiate the point to only one. You understand? The manager would rather cause to be performed. If he would cause to be performed that baseline risk assessment of the gold processing plant in general. Of the gold processing plants, you understand? So the addendums which you brought in were, apocryphal. But mighty effort anyway. Good luck next time. 1 out of 3. Asante Gold. Now declare what a manager should do under risk assessment for gold processing plants that use cyanide according to Regulation 220, Sub-Regulation 3 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations 2012 LI 2182.
So a manager of gold processing plant that use cyanide shall ensure that the manager of gold processing plant that use cyanide shall ensure that the risks identified under this regulation, and then number of persons who manager of gold processing plant that use cyanide shall ensure that the risks identified, and then the result of the risk identified under this regulation.
Oh la la! I'm afraid there was a lot of chaos. You understand? In the answer, the jointed angles and so on, mutilated points. You understand? Agreement of things and so on. And I'm afraid you have no point. The thing is, the manager shall cause programs. A little learning can be dangerous. Can cause programs, shall cause to be developed to monitor and then to periodically review the risks identified in the first place, and then the risks resulting from changes, when the work changes in the work practices and the procedures. You understand? That's basically the thing. So, no point, I'm afraid. Asanko, now what does Regulation 2192 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations 2012 LI 2182 say? Asanko? Yes, Asanko. Yes. What does it say?
The manager of a gold processing plant shall be responsible for the safe procurement and transportation of cyanide to the mine site.
Absolutely! Absolutely! No hitches, no qualms, no cataracts, no impediments. The manager of a mine is responsible for the safe procurement and transportation of cyanide products to the mine site. Simplicity. Now for 3 points, Anglo. Anglo, one of the responsibilities of a mine, of the manager of a mine, according to Regulation 218 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations LI 2182, is to ensure that areas where noise level is above 85 decibels are entered only by persons wearing ear protectors and are marked with warning signs. Mention any other responsibility you know in this regard.
The manager of a gold processing plant shall provide a dust suppression system or a dust catchment system for the gold. Shall provide a dust suppression system or a dust catchment system.
So the manager has a responsibility to ensure that the plant is provided with a dust suppression and a dust catchment system. These are, and moreover, the manager will ensure that the plant is entered only by persons wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, appropriate PPEs, yeah, appropriate, yes, personal protective equipment. Precious, are you ready again? Now, Precious, you see, the goal of a risk assessment will vary across industries, but overall, the goal is to help organizations prepare for and combat risk. Other goals may include providing an analysis of possible threats, preventing injuries or illnesses, and so on, meeting legal requirements, creating awareness about hazards and risk, creating an accurate inventory of available assets, and all that. One of the checklists of the initial risk assessment of a gold processing plant using cyanide shall include an assessment of the impact on local communities within the framework of Regulation 224 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations 2012 LI 2182. Now, tell me, mention any of the other checklists in this regard. Okay. No, take it easy. You will do so in turns, one each. Let me reduce the ambit of danger here.
Procurement of cyanide.
Procurement of cyanide is correct.
Transportation of cyanide.
It is correct. Transportation of cyanide is correct. Asante Gold.
Offloading of cyanide.
Offloading of cyanide is correct. Asante Gold.
Storage of cyanide.
Storage of cyanide is correct. Anglo Gold.
Impact on the environment.
Impact on the environment. Contamination. Maintenance and methodological operation. Now for 3 points, we have come back to Precious. Now Precious, training is the action of informing or instructing your employees on certain tasks in order to help them improve their performance or knowledge. Now, training is one of the performance indicators in the mining space. The training requirements for a worker at a processing plant who has responsibilities which directly or indirectly involve cyanide or cyanide, which contains solutions and slurries, according to the Regulation 221.5 of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2182, shall include, among others, handling personal protective equipment and specialized breathing apparatus where appropriate. Mention any other training equipment. Oh, after all this. The Minerals and Mining Regulations, LI 2215 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations, indicates that the training requirements for a worker at a processing plant who has responsibilities which directly or indirectly involve cyanide which is contained in slurry solutions and slurries, according to Regulation 2215 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations, shall include, among others, handling personal protective equipment and specialized breathing apparatus where appropriate. So I say mention any other training requirements in this column. Sorry? Risk assessment technique is correct. Yes, Newmont.
Clearance and lockout procedures.
Sorry?
Clearance and lockout procedures.
That is correct. 3 points. Asante Gold. Environmental impact is correct. Asanko.
Hazard identification.
Sorry?
Hazard identification.
It is correct. 3 points. Anglo Gold.
Location of emergency equipment and
Location
alarms.
of emergency equipment and alarms. That is also correct, and you have 3 points again. So we come back to PPEs. Now, personal protective equipment, commonly referred to as PPE, is equipment worn to minimize exposure to hazards that cause serious workplace injuries. Now, among the regulations in the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2182 is one very important regulation that deals with personal protective equipment as captured in Regulation 223 A, B, C, D, and E. Now, your challenge is this. You will mention one personal protective equipment to be used by a person when entering high-risk areas in the processing plant. And this is the final question in this round of the competition. You do only one. Sorry? Correct. 3 points. Cyanide compliant respirators. Yes, Newmont.
Elbow length rubber gloves.
Elbow length rubber gloves. Elbow. Asante Gold.
Rubber safety boots.
Rubber safety boots is also correct. Asante Gold.
Chemical resistant suit with hoods.
Chemical resistant suit with hoods. Finally, Asango.
Eye protection in the form of a field shield shall be worn and a
Eye
closed
protection in the form of a full face shield as a minimum requirement and close fitting goggles.
Absolutely. Wonderful performance. You understand? So they all the other contestants, they all cast safety nets. You understand? By declaring the common answers, the easy one answers. And they left the labor of Hercules to you. Eye protection equipment in the form of full face shield as a minimum requirement. That's very important. And close-fitting goggles. End of round one.
Recognizing the growing needs, starting from financial year 25, PMGL will increase its annual donation to $500,000. This increased funding will support 3 additional communities from Nkoswo, underscoring Perseus Mining's dedication to shared progress.
By nature of mining, if there's any new mine, will be operating from a very poor rural areas. So we soon realized that apart from our legal obligation to pay taxes, to pay duties and royalties and so on, it was important that Perseus had what I call conscience. By that I mean, it is not just operating for profit. You also need to improve the poor infrastructure deficit of the community.
The The management of the Edikan Trust Fund involves sustainable development committees that coordinate and prepare community project proposals for board approval. Local artisans are employed for the execution of these projects, ensuring that the benefits of our investments are maximized within the community. The activities of the fund are overseen by a board of trustees, ensuring transparency and accountability.
And what be a precious mining here is some boom, and family. They say, Omoye, a Jumaku, mobile was a hammer. Yan Faso be brave few on so. The Emmy Demponi Sauko, baby on my year, Juma now. Who saw my year, Juma? It's like a secondary forest. In Tianso, any dear be a riot, the moon. When you said you may be a how Kakra womb, Mr. Mamma forces a how be about many pesos man, Omunia Fabotre, you know, Musi, men punch you a penno, Omoye, now into me.
In efforts to support community resettlement, Perseus Mining has successfully completed the construction and handover of 201 structures at the resettlement sites. This includes 187 residential houses, where the households have been relocated, ensuring they have suitable living conditions. Additionally, 6 key institutions, including 2 schools, 3 churches, and a police post, have been handed over and are now operational, contributing to the community's educational, spiritual, and security needs. The construction of the Ayamfiri Market and Lorry Park has been a substantial investment, completed at a cost of $508. This project includes the construction of 6 market stalls, 3 lorry terminals, and a washroom facility equipped with 20 WCs, 6 bathrooms, and 2 urinals. To ensure the security and safety of the market users, a fence wall has been constructed around the facility.
Manzu club be Krumha. No, Mrs. say, Manzu, and Chamay. Tis one my no pea, Gamet, and Kutunumia. A day what catchment area. Idea is your moya, mamma, a mamma trying a clinic and will miss it. Bibia, a peseno, here 2 many, say, on why. It's okay, a cupboard is like, yeah, prove. If you also a chakra, and I'm a manje.
The German Community Health Center commenced operations on 28 July 2020.
Petition, Asante Gold Chirano Mine has 9 points. Newmont Ghana Gold Limited has 10 points. Perseus Mining Ghana Limited came with 11 points. Asanko Gold Mine has 12 points. And Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine also came with 12 points.
This is where we are at the end of the first round of the contest. You know, this marvelous tie between Asanko Gold Mine and Anglo Gold Ashanti. Yes, prestigious position of they being the primus, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see what would unravel in this round of the competition. Round 2, question 1. Precious. According to Regulation 204 and Articles 14 and 18 of the Constitution, and any other relevant enactment as captured in Regulation 203, Sub-Regulation 1 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations, 2012, LI 2177, an officer may search or cause a place, building, or premises to be searched. What else can the officer do in this regard?
So he may enter a place or a premises where the officer has good reason to suspect that explosives are being unlawfully manufactured or kept.
This is correct. He will enter where he has reasonable, not any fanciful, capricious suspicions, reasonable, good reasons to suspect that explosives are being unlawfully kept, unlawfully being manufactured. 3 point. Newmont. Now, a person found in a place or premises in which an explosive is found during a search under Regulation 1, Sub-Regulation 1 of Regulation 203 of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2177, he commits an offense. Sentence him.
A person found in such a place commits an offense and is liable on a summary conviction to a fine of not less than 1,000 penalty units or of not less than 1,000 penalty units and not more than 1,500 penalty units or to a term of imprisonment of no more than 4 years or to both.
Or to both. Or to both. But as a judge, what sentence would you put on? What sentence would you impose? Both. Put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Asante Gold, where as a result of a search, an explosive, a substance or a material known to be used for the manufacture of explosives is found in the valid license is not produced by the person who possesses or owns the explosive substance or material, as spelled out in Regulation 204 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations 2012 LI 2177, the officer concerned may seize the explosive substance or material. What else can the officer do?
Okay, so the officer may seize the explosive substance and arrange for the explosive substance to be kept separating in a licensed magazine until it has been disposed, until an arrangement is made for its disposal in the manner as prescribed.
It is correct. So you will do it, huh? You will keep it separately in a licensed magazine until the further arrangement is made for the disposal in a prescribed form, in a prescribed manner. Yes, Asanko. Now listen, state the content of Regulation 206, straight of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012, LI 2177, minus the penalty. Minus the penalty. State the content without the penalty. Regulation 206 of LI 2177. Yes, sir. Of course, applause for the silence. That is appropriate. You understand? They are great contestants. I think in the fullness of time, they will know what to say. A person who willfully obstructs or resists an officer in the lawful exercise of a power conferred on that officer by Regulation 202 to 204 commits an offense. That's all. Anglo Gold. State the penalty to be suffered by an offender of Regulation 206 of the Minerals and Mining Regulation 2012 LI 2177.
So a person who obstructs an inspector is liable to a fine of not more than 500 penalty units and to a term of imprisonment not more than 2 years or to both.
Two points out of 3. 2 points. And the thing that did him in was the conjunction. It is not the conjunction and, but or. And it is irrelevant. Because you combine the two, which is not what the thing says. A fine of not more than 500 penalty units or imprisonment for a term of not more than 2 years. Not and. An imprisonment of 2 or more penalty years. Now, Precious, in relation to a duty or function, I have adequate training and experience that enable me to perform assigned duties and functions without avoidable danger to me or my neighbor. Who am I? It is true. Thank you. It is true. Humans, I am any commercial activity where explosives and precursor substances for mining or civil works are imported, exported, manufactured, mixed, transported, bought, sold, stored, consumed, or destroyed. Who am I?
Explosive business.
Explosive business is correct. Asante Gold. Made in any rock, material, or substance, whether natural or man-made, intended to contain explosives for the purpose of blasting. Who am I?
Hole.
Hole is the answer. Asanko, I am a vehicle designed to transport blasting agents to a blast site and to mix different precursor substances which, when filled into a borehole, become an explosive. Who am I?
Mobile mixing unit.
MMU is correct. The mobile mixing unit. And finally, Anglo Gold. I am one of the 4-digit numbers devised by an international body to unexplosive article or explosive substance as a means of identification. Who am I, ladies and gentlemen?
I am a UN serial number.
You are the real United Nations serial number. And I think this is an appropriate stage for us to draw the curtain on the second round of the proceeding and on round
3. ICT education in today's digital world. Perseus Mining has completed the construction of a 31-seater ICT center for the Roman Catholic School in the Ayamfuru community. This facility is equipped to provide students with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in the digital age, enhancing their educational experience and future opportunities.
Perseus, in its effort to help with the development of all the communities in its catchment area, decided to use the trust as a vehicle for such purpose. Because of the lack of perhaps the technical know-how or the capacity on the part of the community members, the programs are mostly skewed towards physical projects.
Adwuma bi ho a omo ya edi o man nya na adwuma bi so ho a yesu be nya ho mfaso na metimi ho sese mines ni ha adwuma bi ho a kanya de o man ni betima aye aye
na nanom opinion leaders ni ayi na form say no itumi ya partnership agreements any meetings bi asese kede adwuna o man no ho
de maka che me kromfo no se ye nyina nya adwuna baako sentence say ye de adwuna baako na ye bibia emane eyi.
Perseus Mining's commitment to community development at the Edikan Gold Mine is unwavering. Through substantial investments and collaborative efforts, Perseus Mining continues to improve the lives of the communities around.
At the end of the second round of the competition, Asante Gold Chirano Mine has 15 points. Applause. Asanko Gold Mine has 15 points. Newmont Ghana Gold Limited has 16 points. Perseus Mining Ghana Limited came with 17 points. And Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine also has 17 points.
Welcome to the third portion of this exercise. This is round 3, the third standard. The very final portion of the competition. Of course, for the scores, we have a new combination of the primus between Perseus Mining Ghana Limited and Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there are some bench players who have now come in. We would want them to introduce themselves. Bench players, who substituted players.
Ade Ebenezer, Newmont Ghana Gold Limited.
Benedicta Chiaki Apiku, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Round 3, question 1. Perseus. Oxygen is essential to life. It's an indubitable fact. Now, every time we breathe in air containing oxygen, oxygen enters our lungs. Now, this oxygen is then transferred to the blood to be transported around the body. Within the respiratory process, the airway may be obstructed externally or internally. One of the main causes of obstruction is the inhalation of an object. Mention any other cause you know. I will distribute this. So there are 5 causes. There are 6 indeed. Precious. Injury to the face or jaw. Injury to the face or jaw. 3 points. Newman.
Choking.
Sorry?
Choking.
Choking.
Hanging and strangulation.
No, take it easy. Which one do you want?
Hanging and strangulation.
Well, that's correct. 3 points. Atlantic Gold.
Asthma.
Asthma is correct. Asanko Gold.
Blockage by vomitors.
Blockade
by the throat or vomitors.
Inhalation of objects such as food.
Which one are you taking?
Inhalation of objects such as food.
Inhalation
of objects such as food or peanuts.
That's correct. But I will use the point here. I don't know how food can be inhaled. You understand? So
that is what is in the book.
Really? Inhalation of food. Well, put your hands together, ladies. I'm going to go with final one.
So, blockage by the tongue, vomit or blood.
Two points out of the 3. The cause you mentioned would exist while the casualty is unresponsive. You understand? So this addendum is very important. Blockade by the tongue, blood or vomit, while the casualty is unresponsive. Back to Precious. Precious. Now, any person who has been enclosed in a confined space, any person in a confined space during a fire should be assumed to have inhaled smoke. Smoke is a bigger killer than the fire itself, as it is low in oxygen and may contain toxic fumes from burning materials. Now, one of the effects of smoke is rapid, noisy, and difficulty in breathing. Mention any other one you know. Yes. Yes, the signing of the humans.
They attach themselves to the hemoglobin, preventing the hemoglobin from taking oxygen to the body tissues.
That one is conspicuous by its absence. It does not show any, it's unfortunate. So, Asante Gold.
Suit around the nose or mouth.
Suit around the nose or mouth is correct. Asanko.
Difficulty breathing.
Sorry?
Difficulty breathing.
Difficulty in breathing. I think that is what I set as the first example. The Quizmaster's example should not be repeated. Final one, Anglo Gold.
Wheezing and coughing.
Sorry?
Wheezing and coughing.
Wheezing and coughing. Thank you very much. Wheezing and coughing, burning in the nose or mouth, soot around the mouth or nose, signing of the nasal hairs and eyebrows, and responsiveness. Again, Precious. When bleeding is severe, it can be dramatic and distressing. If bleeding is not controlled, shock will develop and the casualty may no longer be responsive. Now, one of the things you should also do is to apply direct pressure to the wound with your fingers or your palm, the palm of your hand over a sterile wound dressing or clean cloth pad to control the bleeding. Mention one of the things you should do in this regard. One each. Precious. We're talking about bleeding. When bleeding is severe, one of the things you should do is to apply direct pressure to the wound, with your fingers or your palm or your hand over a sterile wound dressing or clean cloth pad to control the bleeding. Mention any other one. Bleeding.
have to make sure that you have to elevate the wound to control the wound. Elevation of the wound.
Elevate the wound is
the injury site to control the bleeding. Elevation of the injury site to control the bleeding.
whether the injury sites or the wound is half of one, six of one, half a dozen of the other. The same thing. Newmont.
You can also apply indirect pressure, such as example tourniquet, to control the bleeding. That is indirect.
No? Santigold?
Thank you. So you make sure you comfort and reassure the casualty, and then you monitor its vital signs. And if the case gets worsened, you arrange to send the casualty to the hospital.
You make sure you do what?
You comfort and reassure the casualty, monitor the casualty's vital signs, and in case of worsening, you arrange to send the casualty to the hospital.
Yeah, I think I'll give you 2 out of 3. I'll give you 2 out of 3. You monitor and record the casualty's vital signs. Of course, while they're waiting for help. You understand? That's correct. Huh?
Yes, sir.
What did I give you 3 points?
You give me 2.
2. Monitor and record the casualty vital signs. What? 3 points. 3 points.
You cover the casualty with blanket to guard against shock.
You cover the casualty
with a blanket to guard against shock.
You cover the blanket. No? I don't think so. I don't think so. You understand? Because there, if shock is likely to develop, you rather help the casualty to lie down and raise and support his legs so that they are above the level of their heart. That's all. So no point. Andrew Gold.
So do not give the casualty anything to drink or eat since an anesthetic may be needed.
You do not give
the casualty anything to eat or drink.
The casualty may need something to eat.
If the casualty complains of thirst, moisten the lips with.
Oh, the bell has gone. The bell has gone. The bell has gone. The bell has gone. Once the bleeding is under control, you secure the dressing or part with bandage that is firm. You help. You ask a helper to call emergency help. As shock is likely to develop, you help the casualty to lie down and raise and support their legs so that they are above the level of their heart. The level of their heart. I don't think I heard about heart in this matter. I don't think I heard about heart in this matter. Raise above the level of their heart. We must be very careful. The Quizmaster is in control. Raise above the level of their heart. You understand? Support the injured part with a sling or a bandage and check circulation beyond the bandage. If blood loss persists, you remove the dressing and reapply direct pressure over a new dressing or pad to control the bleeding. You monitor and record the casualty signs, vital signs, while waiting for help to arrive. And then you apply a tourniquet. Now, for 3 points, and that is the final. Migraine attacks are severe. There are sickening headaches that can be triggered by a variety of causes, such as allergies. Mention at least one cause you know. Yes, so precious. Sorry? Mixed meals is correct. Mixed meals is correct. Humans?
Lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep is also correct. Santigold.
Tiredness.
Tiredness is correct. Sankogold.
Stress.
Stress is absolute. And
alcohol.
The distinction is laid. Put your hands together for all of them. And some food, ladies and gentlemen. This is an appropriate juncture for us to draw the curtain on this rather stupendous competition. End of the competition. But is it
17, Precious Mines will remain, and then the rest you go for quarantine. Your casualty, injured is left index finger.
Hello, Emergency Services. My name is Jason Antari. Together here with my co-president at the company called Shed, attending to a casualty who is complaining of pain in the mouth and swelling.
The casualty is a driver who is suffering from reddening of both eyes.
Your team was called to give first aid to a young man in one of the communities that falls within your catchment area. Demonstrate your first aid skills, but do not transport.
A welder suffered an injury on his left middle finger.
Hello, EMS. This is Marian. It's saying things to social work and that road as well. The assistance is needed for a
Displaced and an open fracture of the left tibia.
Now we are starting the second part of the competition. That is the Precious Mines.
Precious Mining commenced commercial production at Edikan in 2012, and since then, the mine has produced over 2 million ounces of gold. As Precious Mining's first operation, Edikan marked the beginning of a commitment not only to mining excellence but also to a safe work environment for the workforce, significant community development and support. Edikain Gold Mine, situated in the central region of Ghana, began commercial production in January 2012. This pioneering operation sources gold ore from several open pits and processes it through a centralized facility with the capacity to handle up to 8 million tons of ore annually. This infrastructure ensures efficient and sustainable gold production, contributing substantially to the local economy as stated in our mission to generate material benefits for all our stakeholders in fair and equitable proportions. We believe that people are our greatest asset and accept that all employees, contractors, visitors, and the communities in which we operate have a right to expect prudent and responsible occupational health and safety performance from our activities. In light of this, the company adopted the Safely Home Every Day initiative, which aims to ensure that every employee who comes to work returns home safely.
Hi everyone, I, Daniel Eja Mensah, General Manager, Edikan Mine, pledge to inspire the entire Edikan workforce to create and sustain a safe work environment devoid of injury to personnel and damage to property through a change in mindset. I will lead by example, walk the talk, and inspire the site leadership team and the workforce to do same in order to translate to the overall success of PMGLC. Share the life we live. Share the life we live. Share safely home every day.
Hi, my name is Anestias Mensah, the HSE manager for Perseus Edikan Mine. I am committed to the safety of all employees on the mine. Shared should not be a slogan. We must walk the talk and then understand that it is our collective responsibility to ensure our own safety, the safety of our colleagues, property, and the environment. We must work together to improve it or make it better for ourselves. Safely home every day should be the goal of every employee on the mine.
Perseus Mining established the Edikan Trust Fund to demonstrate its commitment to the community development. This fund focuses on the development of 5 catchment communities and extends assistance to exploration communities. Each year, Perseus Mining Ghana Limited donates $300,000 to the fund, which supports various projects including the construction of schools, water supply systems, health facilities, scholarships, and a community center. Recognizing the growing needs, starting from financial year 25, PMGL will increase its annual donation to $500,000. This increased funding will support 3 additional communities from Nkoswo, underscoring Perseus Mining's dedication to shared progress.
By nature of mining, if there's any new mine, will be operating from a very poor rural areas. So we soon realized that apart from our legal obligation to pay taxes, to pay duties and royalties and so on, it was important that Perseus had what I call conscience. By that I mean, it is not just operating for profit. You also need to improve the poor infrastructure deficit of the community.
The management of the Edikan Trust Fund involves sustainable development committees that coordinate and prepare community project proposals for board approval. Local artisans are employed for the execution of these projects, ensuring that the benefits of our investments are maximized within the community. The activities of the fund are overseen by a board of trustees, ensuring transparency and accountability.
And what be a Perseus Mining here is some boom. Omo enfamo omo. They say omo ye edumaku omo bae wasahano. yɛnya mfasoɔ bebree fi wɔn so deɛ me dempo ne sɛ wokɔ baabi a ɔmo ayɛ adwuma wie na wohu sɛ ɔmo ayɛ adwuma it's like a secondary forest nti yɛn nso anidie biara a yɛde ma wɔn no menim sɛ adwuma biara how kakra wom mesra mamanfo sɛ how biara ba ɔmo ne precious man ɔmo nya fa abotre yɛn no mo siesie mempontu ayɛpɛ no ɔmo mo ayɛ na yɛntumi nyɛ.
Of the very final round of the competition, Asanko Gold Mine had 21 points, plus the practicals, they came with 61.5. Don't clap. Newmont Ghana Gold Limited had 22 points, with the practical came with 64.5. Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine had 25. With the practicals, they came with 79.5. Pesos Mining Ghana Limited had 26 points. With the practicals, they had 79.5. I have said Asanko Gold. Asanko Gold Mine had 21 points. With their practicals added, they came with 61.5.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The scores have been declared. I think there's a tie for the first position between Petrus and Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi Mine. We need... Anglo Gold Ashanti Mine, Obuasi, and Petrus Mining. Now, quickly, we'll break the tie. Where's Petrus? Where's Anglo Gold? Good. So are the stream ends. Now, listen, Petrus, declare the content of the regulation 2224 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations. Everything. Declare the content of 222 sub-regulation 4 of LI 2182. The content of regulation 222 sub-regulation 4 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations 2012 LI 2182. Oh la la. Anglo Gold. Now, it is a cyanide first aid certificate is valid for a period of 12 months, but may be renewed subject to the owner of the certificate undergoing further tests of competency. Anglo Gold, what specifically does Regulation 2223 of the Minerals and Mining Regulations talk about? LI 2182. 2223. What does it say?
A person who issues or gives out first aid treatment shall have a recognized certificate for giving first aid when it comes to cyanide.
Say it again.
A first aider for a gold processing plant shall be competent in cyanide first aid treatment.
Well, it is not absolute, but it's 1 out of 3 anyway. A person mentioned the issue of certificate. A person who has attained competence in cyanide first aid treatment shall be given a certificate. And I think that even though it is not 3 points, it's only 1 out of the 3. End of the competition. Precious said nothing at all.
What more can you do now?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with tradition, I have the opportunity of declaring as the champions of this special competition this combination of Alberta Tiako, Solomon Usu, and ladies and gentlemen, of course, the substitute player here they are the champions of this competition. Now we will do the presentation of the prizes in this competition. I have the pleasure of inviting Ahmed Nantogma, Director, External Relations and Communication, Ghana Chamber of Mines. I think before he does that, Mr. Nantogma will wait for us. We'll do the presentation of the 5th prize. Wait, no, he's not giving me. No, wait, let him wait. Nantogma should wait. Laurentia Boatmewa, Manager, Human Resource and Operations, Ghana Chamber of Mines, to do the presentation of the 5th prize. Now, the 5th prize here, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Asanko Gold. Asanko Gold, formed by Barry Basso and Justice Kofi Bano Ebb. The 5th prize, ladies and gentlemen, the 5th prize is a refrigerator. A refrigerator. They would take home a refrigerator, which has been displayed here. Thank you very much, Laurentia. Now, we shall invite for the presentation of the 4th prize. Ladies and gentlemen, Desmond Boahini, Deputy Chief Inspector of Mines, Explosives and Technical. Desmond Boahini presents the 4th prize, which is also a refrigerator, to Newmont, Ghana. Newmont, Ghana. Newmont, Ghana Limited. And that is a washing machine. That's a washing machine. This is the 3rd. This is not the 3rd prize. Not the 3rd prize. Very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh, that was the 4th prize. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we shall invite for the presentation of the 3rd prize, Mr. Samuel Ampofo-Kwabia, Senior Assistant Chief Inspector. Mr. Ampofo-Kwabia. And this prize goes to Asante Gold Chirano Mine. Asante Gold Chirano Mine. Hudu Abdullah. And Solomon Obeng. And they take a washing machine. They take washing machine. A washing machine for the 3rd prize. We will call upon Mr. John Amwenyi. Thank you very much. Mr. John Amwenyi, Deputy Chief Inspector of Mines, for the presentation of the 2nd prize. A television set, 50-inch television set, and it goes to Precious Mining. Precious Mining, formed by Ohana Akoto Boche and Isaac Afriye. 50-inch television. 50-inch television. Thank you very much. And the ultimate prize, the most coveted prize in this competition, another television set, 55 inches. Prize to be presented by Mr. Ahmed Nantogma. Director, External Relations and Communication, Ghana Chamber of Mines. Put your hands together. And the first prize here going to the champions of this competition, Alberta Ntiako, Solomon Ansa. Anglo Gold, Asante Obuasi Mines. Sorry? Thank you very much. Television set, 55 inches. And we're very thankful to you too, Mr. Ahmed Naktogma, for the presentation of the prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the whole caboodle. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon all of you and grant you remarkable peace and excellence in your lives. On this note, and until the same time next week, when by God's grace, we bring you questions from archaeology to zoology in the hour of my producer, Francis Mensah, Kinsler Boaji, Francis Terado, Collins Mensah from Ologo, Chris Lang, Professor Mensah, John Pobi Swala Kramo, Clifford Wiram, and one person, Kanjaga Lagatin. This has been your quiz master, Dana Perieboa, asking you here and those out there, it is what? What? Hey,